Hello, fifth graders. I'm so excited that you're going to be attending Trickham Middle School next year, and I hope you're excited as well. So, I'm Miss Woods, and I'm one of the social studies teachers here, and I just wanted to talk to you about what we're going to cover in sixth grade social studies. So, sixth grade social studies is a global studies course, whereas in fifth grade, you were probably used to studying American history. So, the first region that we visit in sixth grade social studies is Europe. We focus on the location and climate of countries like Russia, the Ukraine, Germany, France, Spain, United Kingdom, Italy. Those are some of our focus countries. We talk about the governments of some of those countries. We talk about their economic systems. So lots of different topics focused on Europe. And then, of course, we cover World War I, World War II, the Russian Revolution, important points in history like that, the Cold War, the building of the Berlin Wall. We cover all of that as well. Our next unit after Europe, and the Europe unit is definitely our longest unit, but we talk about Canada. So let's find where Canada is. Let's head across the Atlantic Ocean, and there you'll find Canada. So we talk about the different provinces in Canada. We talk about their government and their economy, and we talk about how trade impacts Canada and how its location next to the United States impacts Canada. Second semester, we start with Latin America. So here's where we're traveling to next. We have a focus on Cuba, Mexico, and Brazil in our standards, but we also talk about Latin America as a whole, things that have impacted the language, culture, religion, economies in Latin America. So South America, Central America, those make up Latin America, as well as the Caribbean islands. And then after our Latin America unit, we talk about Australia. This is the last part of the world that we visit in sixth grade social studies. Again, talking about their government, comparing their government to governments of Canada, governments of Russia, all the countries that we studied throughout the year. We're going to compare Australia to them with the same focus on history, government, economics, and the impact of natural resources and things like that. So sixth grade social studies can be really interesting if you give it a try, if you participate and get involved. Some of the main questions that I get every year from new sixth graders is, are we going to have homework? So in social studies, and you'll find that a lot of your teachers actually don't really assign homework. A lot of what we do is focused on what are you doing in class? Is there work that you need to complete for class? Is there some studying that you need to do for a quiz or a test? That is always going to be your homework, is to review over your notes, to study what you've learned, to come up with questions to ask your teacher. That's your homework. As far as other things that you might want to know just about middle school, organization is one of the things that we recommend most. That's going to be most helpful for you just because of how many times you're changing classes. And Trickham is a really big school, so learning to be on time is going to be very important as well. Whether we're digital or in person, being on time is always very important. Getting used to the way that different teachers manage their classroom differently. We try to be on the same page for the most part, but of course, all of our personalities are different. So there's benefits to that, but there could be some things that make it hard to adjust, and you just have to understand that all teachers are here to support you. We are definitely here to support you. And another thing about middle school I think you'll enjoy is the different connections classes that you get to take. A lot of my kids want to know when they get to sign up and choose them. So in sixth grade, they're kind of chosen for you unless you want to do a music or a fine arts class. But once you get to seventh and eighth grade, you can kind of have a preference, and the school will try to give you what you indicate as a preference on your list. So I hope that I've answered some of your basic questions, and I am excited to meet lots of you in the fall.